through this wonderful brown door into here. I wonder what's going on in here. Hey, something must be happening. There's a rotisserie chicken there. Might cook ourselves a nice chicken. Oh, I need to stop swearing. I wonder what's going in this lovely gap. You'll have to ask Colin this one.
You are?
Locking it.
You're locking it up?
Yeah.
Fine, it likes it. Likes it. Don't stress it too much. Alright, I am Colin and this is Shine Automotive. And if you know nothing about this channel, we are a car project channel on the cheap because we ain't got no money. And we've got loads of stuff. We have loads of stuff on our channel. A couple of weeks ago, my mate started a project on his Subaru and he said he would have a go at filming the content of the process of it. So let's have a look what Nathan's been doing. And if you're all subscribers to the channel, and you'll all know Nathan is, if you don't, you'll have to hit subscribe so then you'll know all about our channel. So welcome if you're new, all your subscribers, thank you. We love you all at this channel. What a car community we are growing. Let's crack on with today's video.
Right, so first I'm just going to start taking out the radiator, the intake pipes for the intercooler, probably start taking the exhaust off, the intake, probably the bloody the strut brace, that's the one. Yeah, I'll probably take the master cylinder out because it makes it a bit easier to get to some of the bolts underneath because they're a right pain to do. Disconnect the starter leads and that, undo the gearbox bolts and that so it's ready to lift out because I haven't got an engine hoist here yet because I lent it out to a mate. So yeah, as Colin says it, let's crack in or crack on, whatever it is. Let's crack on! Oh no, this doesn't look good. Looks like I'm going to need to find a new battery tray to weld in. Or for Colin to weld in if he wants to. I don't know, we'll see how I feel. I don't like welding because it's... I suppose I could just silicone it all up, couldn't I? Yes. Yes. She's got her problems, I'm not going to lie. But it's no problem I can't tackle. It just means I'm going to swear an awful lot more. Oh, what fun this is going to be, eh? No project too big or small, they say. Well, this is going to be a problem. So I emptied my washer bottle out and that came out. It pooed. Ugh, it is disgusting. Ugh, look at that. You can tell it's been sat a while with that sat in the bottom. No wonder the washers didn't work. Not that the washer's not working was the least of my problems, or the most of my problems, whatever you call it. Anyway, let's carry on. So, as expected, we have found more rot. Yay! Get in! Oh, I'm so excited. I just can't hold it in. Oh, God, oh, that's where it is. I was looking for that. Anyway, yep. Carrying on with it then, I think next I'll probably take the starter motor off and a few of these top bell housing bolts. I'll probably try and take the manifold, good one, the downpipe from the turbo off and see if them bolts want to come free. It looks like an aftermarket exhaust, so it looks like it'll probably be alright. And there, it looks like there might be some bolts missing on it anyway, so all good fun. Let's crack on. Right, so next thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to push it outside and I'm going to get the radiator out. And I don't really want to do it in here because it'll piss everywhere and I'll be laying on my back probably underneath undoing it and I'll get very wet and I don't like that. I'm not one for getting wet, I'm afraid. I'll do that now and I'll time-lapse you that so you can see me just taking a radiator out. Okay, change of plan. My brother's car is parked behind the garage door and I will not be able to get the car out or even open the garage door. And fully enough, he or his car keys aren't here. So it looks like I'm going to be doing it on the floor and I'll have to just try and drain it and catch most of it the best I can. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to get wet. So I'll try and jack it up as best I can. It's about as tight as an under so it's just very tight in here. I'll try and jack it up and get underneath it and see if there's a drain on the radiator, which I don't think there is. But if not, I'll just undo the bottom hose and let it drain out. And then I'll try and get these lovely bolts out without them snapping. Yep, fantastic. Right, so the intercooler's decided to fall out, so we'll maybe get on with taking the bumper out first and do that, because now it's blocking me crawling under there. So yeah, I'll get the bumper off now, see why these headlights aren't coming out, yeah, and then I'll carry on and try and get the radiator out. Right, so I've got the bumper off and look at this. This is fucking absolutely rotten. I mean, I bought this knowing that it was a rot-free shell. It was immaculate. There weren't a single bit of rot on it. And it's been stored for a day outside and it's gone like this. This is why you need to put rust killer on instead of just wax oil the fuck out of a car. Look at this, one day outside and it's like this. It was rot free and that 0 miles on the clock. It had just been dropped off by a wagon from Subaru back in 1997 or whenever it was. Yeah, and now it's like this. All good fun. The only good thing about it is the bumper came off a piece of pitch because, I mean, there's just, the holes are just like non-existent. I mean, look at it. It's just like that. I mean, that is what was holding the bumper and the intercooler, and under it flipping fell out. So yeah, this is going to be a good treat for me and Colin to weld up. By me and Colin, it's probably going to be more than Colin because I have as much patience as something that's really, or someone that's really impatient. I have, my patience is very limited. Like, I have no patience, let's just put it that way. No patience whatsoever. So if I start welding up and it starts splattering me, I really lose my shit big time and stuff goes flying and things get broken. So yeah, I might use Colin's cool, calm and collective head to sort this. So yeah, all good fun for him. I'm sure he's looking forward to it. Anyway, gonna move this out the way, gonna get the intercooler off, and then let's carry on trying to get this radiator out. So as you can see, I've just got the intercooler off now, and look at this, all this water came out the intercooler. You'd think it was a radiator. I mean, and look at the state of in there. That is absolutely disgusting. All that would have been getting sucked through the engine. if I weren't driving it. Oops, it only got moved a little bit and the engine's going to get a full rebuild anyway, so what does it matter? Probably a lot, as according to some of you lot probably on there, or maybe not. You might agree, thinking, oh well, it happens and that these things happen. Oh, you might, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on with this. Right, so as you can see, it's just there having a wee, the engine. This is all out and that, it's all clear now. So just a few more bits to get ready and then we can start getting on with getting the engine out. They really don't take long to get out of these things. I mean, you can crack on, you can probably get it done in an hour if you're really quick, or if everything done snap on, round off. But I'm just taking it nice and steady because I've had a full day at work and I can't be arsed rushing around and out. And most of the time I'm just doing anyway and that in here, and just on TikTok or YouTube watching a video of Colin being daft and that, or watching all the XRTT videos because he won't do any more at the minute because he says he's sulking over it all. Nah, he ain't really sulking over it all, and that he's just far too busy to get on with everything. And now racing started, and that's now coming up to priority. And that all the racing, because he needs to get the wagon done, he needs to get the Cavalier done as well, because he's off to Benidorm, the lucky little I wish I was going with him, even though he's going to go, oh, I offered you to come. I know, but I didn't. So I'm too busy doing everything else, like this, and trying to get my race licence sorted. So anyway, enough going on and starting to do a Colin and waffle on now. So let's carry on getting a few other little bits and that off. So yeah, let's carry on. Right, so luckily Subaru designed a very clever thing for when you start to take these engines out, because it's not common for an engine of a Subaru to come out all the time, is it? So they made this hole here, which makes you put all the wires in there so they're out the way and they're not flapping around, you know? So the next thing I'm going to take out is that pin for the fork, which has the release bearing. So I need, God's sake, come on, focus. So I need this plug out, and then I can get a bolt into the end of it and try and pull out this, like a tube pin sort of thing, which holds the fork for the release bearing. Because it's a pull type clutch, you have to get that out, otherwise you've gone for ages trying to get the engine out whilst leaving the gearbox behind, and it just, you think there's like a bolt left in, or there's just something holding on for dear life, in which case there is. So when you get that pin out, it makes life so much easier. So I'll try and do that now and get a video of it as well and see me struggling. Right, so my stupid ass thing, video or time lapse that thing. So there's the little plug, oh, go on, focus. There's the little plug which you take out. It looks like it's been nicely greased up. Look at that, yummy. So I've got the bolt. I've got the top. Oh Jesus Christ! Right, I have got the bolt in the end of the pin there. You might be able to see. Yeah, you can just see the end of the pin there. So I need to try and pry that out, because obviously that pin holds this fork thing in there for the release bearing. So if I can get that out, then that's another part done, ready for the engine to come out. I'll try and video it the best I can of me doing it. Oh, got something to lever on, I probably don't have, because where's my other tool? Right, so I found my bar. I'm going to try and my best to get this out. It's probably a bit too long, the bolt, but oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, enough. Right, so that's out now. Oh, God. Oh, now I'm doing screenshot. Yeah, so now that pin is absolutely free, and that, you can just pull that, and that's out of the way. Probably be able to see. Yeah, might be able to see in there. You can see that where the pin goes through to hold that, and there's the release bearings in there. But yeah, right, so that's all out. So now I just need to try and get the bottom bolts out from both sides. See one down there. Right, so unfortunately I didn't time lapse it, which is good because I was losing my time trying to get the bolts out. You see the gearbox has started to split, all the bolts are out, so I've struggled like hell trying to get these out. I haven't got a gas torch here to try and get on the nut, and the ones right underneath look like a right twat to do. Well, they are a right twat to do, it's not like they look like a right twat to do. They just are. So I'm going to try and give it a go, see if we can get it out with that downpipe on. It only stops just after that bracket, so hopefully it'll come out. So next thing is, I think I'll try and give Frenchie a call and see if he fancies coming down here with the engine hoist, because I lent mine out to a mate and I've completely forgot about it and I need it back, and he's not in. So yep, let's see if Colin answers.
Right, work is over and I'm just about to jump in the car, but the battery's flat, and I'm going to head down to Nathan's to see how Nathan's getting on with the Subaru. So, but the battery's flat, so I've just robbed the battery off Lewis's car, but that's in another episode coming up soon. Oh, Lewis has got a car. So we're flying down to Nathan, see how we're getting on with this Subaru.
Right, so tonight we're going to get this engine out by the looks of it. Colin's on his way shortly. I'm just struggling on trying to get this heavy lump of a fucking engine hoist in here. So whilst I'm struggling to do that, I'll put in time lapse so you can see how stuff I get whilst I wait for Colin. Right, well that was a bit easier than I thought it would be, I'm not going to lie, it only just fit in that gap. But, like in the process, I've chipped my floor. I've just painted this thing. Look at it all, everywhere. Gonna have to take everything out again and repaint the place. This is not acceptable. Right, so whilst I'm waiting for Colin to turn up, because he wants to video this as well, so I'll wait for him. In the meantime, I'm just going to remove some little bits, try and get this front bumper support out, which is supposed to be one piece from there to there. It is not, so I'll get that out, which is from these lovely little bolts here. Can't see very well because it's dark and I haven't got my head torch yet, but I can see it end of one. That one looks good. That one looks absolutely crap. These look even worse around the great glorious folius, as Wayne would say. So yeah, I'll start taking these bits off just because I'm bored waiting for him. Hashtag wait for Wayne. Oh no, hang on. Wait for Colin. Hashtag wait for Colin now. Right, I'm not going to lie, they came out 100 times better than I thought they would. I mean, the state of them, I really thought they'd be... I mean, look at them. They are, but they came out a lot easier than I thought. I can also hear music going on, so let's see what's going on out here.
Are we doing alright?
He's here.
Have a good evening. Right, so I'm here. Obviously, you just see me walking up. So we're going to drop the engine out, we'll lift the engine out, and then I'm going to assess how rot on the front is. And I might have a crawl underneath and see what it's like as well. But Nathan was right. It's a good place to store the wires while you're working on it. So let's stick it on a time lapse. I've left loads of the swearing in and just edited it. I think you've done wicked for your first time, mate. And he done good for his first time of having a go on YouTube, making content for us, because I'm busy, like Nathan said. So this is mint. And you'll want to see his Subaru, because that little taster did very well. It is just squeezed in here, isn't it?
It has literally just squeezed in. There ain't much room to work with.
But there we go. Right, let's get this engine out. Let's get this engine. What's that thing called down there? What's that? Strut brace.
Yeah.
Right, the engine's out. That's it. And we've got plenty of room in here to swing a cat. Drop a comment down below. I think Nathan's done wicked for his first time of doing this. Well done, Nath. You've done a proper good job with your filming.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to edit this. This is going to be the first episode, even though we have done a sneaky one. So this is part 1, the end of part 1. And he will see you in the next one.
I will.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and follow and all that jazz. Drop a comment down below and let's move on. I don't know what he's going to do next. You'll see whatever he does next will be in the next video. Bye now.
My patience is very limited